This video is brought to you by Saraswati Vidyalaya Union. Hello students, today we are going to study about the 11th chapter, that is study of animal type. In this we are going to study in detail about cockroach. Now let's see habit and habitat. These cockroaches are omnipresent. Omnipresent means what? They present everywhere, all over the world. It prefers damp and moist places, crevices to live. It is omnivorous, nocturnal and cursorial. Now let's see the meaning of all these words. Here it is given omnipresent. Cockroaches are omnipresent. Omnipresent means what? They are present everywhere. Then they are present in the damp and the moist places. Actually, these cockroaches are the nocturnal. Nocturnal means what? They are coming at night. You can see during night. So you can see these cockroaches in kitchens. Then omnivorous means they can have veg also and non-veg also. Both of these. That's why they are known as the omnivorous. And the third thing is what? They are cursorial. Cursorial means what? Fast runner. Okay. So this is about the habit and habitat. Now let's see about the common species of cockroach. See, first one, that is Periplaneta americana, second Blatta orientalis, and third one Blatta germanica. These are the three common species of cockroach found in India. Next, in the next slide, systematic position of the cockroach. Now let's see about the classification of cockroach. This cockroach, here in the classification we are going to study about the kingdom, phylum, class, genus and species. See the kingdom of the cockroach, that kingdom Animalia, phylum Orthopoda, class Insecta, genus Periplaneta and species Americana. Now this cockroach belongs to the kingdom Animalia. So why it belongs to the kingdom Animalia? Because in their body the cell wall absent and they are heterotrophic nutrition, means they are totally depends on the others for food purpose. That's why they are known as the heterotrophic nutrition. That's why they belongs to the kingdom Animalia. Now they belongs to the phylum Orthopoda. Why Orthopoda? Because this cockroach is having jointed appendages and body is segmented. In their body, that is the chitinous exoskeleton is present. This chitinous exoskeleton means what? In their body, that exoskeleton means the outer covering of body is made up of a particular polysaccharide, that is a form of chitin. So it is hard in structure, that's why it is known as the chitinous exoskeleton. Now the next thing, this cockroach belongs to the class Insecta because in them 2 pairs of wings are present and 3 pairs of walking legs are present like insects. That's why they belongs to the class Insecta. Don't worry, we are going to study in detail about this in next few things. Now the next one, that is genus Periplaneta, because they are nocturnal. Nocturnal means what? They are night dwelling, means they are coming at night only. You can see they in more number during night only. The straight wings, they are having straight wings. So as well as the species of the cockroach, that is Americana, means the origin is in the continent of America. That's why it is known as the species Americana. So like this we have seen about the systematic position. Okay. Now the next thing is there, that is external morphology. Let's see about it. First one, the shape and size. Cockroach has an elongated, bilaterally symmetrical and dorso-ventrally flattened body. Means what? The cockroach structure is long elongated, means it is approximately 2 to 5 centimeter. Bilaterally symmetrical means what? If you have taken the median plane, so the cockroach body divides into the two equal parts. That's why it is known as the bilaterally symmetrical. And dorso-ventrally flattened structure means from upper side and lower side it is flattened. So that's why it is known as the dorso-ventrally flattened body. This is about the cockroach body. Now let's see the internal structure. Cockroaches are triploblastic, eucoelomate and truly segmented animals. Triploblastic means what? So the body of the cockroach is made up of 3 germ layers. 3 germ layers means what? Ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm. In human being also that 3 germ layers are present. In the cockroaches also the body of the cockroach is made up of 3 germ layers. That's why it is known as the triploblastic. Next one, they are eucoelomate. Eucoelomate means what? In their body the true body cavity is present. Okay, so that's why they are known as the eucoelomate and truly segmented animals. On the body structure of the cockroach, segments are present. So that's why they are known as the truly segmented animals. Now here, just now I told you these cockroaches are eucoelomate. Now see here, body cavity, it is called as the hemocoel, and that hemocoel is filled with the hemolymph. See that in the human being there is blood is present, but in the cockroach body blood is not present. So the cockroach body, but remember this one, this cockroach having blood but they do not have RBCs. So that's why that blood of the cockroach, it is known as the hemolymph. And like a human being, this cockroach body means in the cockroach body there is no blood vessels. So instead of the blood vessel there is a presence of body cavity, and that's why that body cavity which is called as the hemocoel. See the coloration of cockroach, it is glistening brown or red brown in color. Now let's see about the exoskeleton. Exoskeleton means what? That is outer supportive protective covering. That is known as the exoskeleton. So let's see about it. Body of cockroach is protected by hard, waxy, tough, non-living exoskeleton. This exoskeleton is formed by a nitrogenous polysaccharide chitin that provides strength. Elasticity and surface area for attachment of muscles are present. Each body segment of cockroach is covered by 4 chitinous plates. That chitinous plates are known as the sclerites. In them, on the dorsal side, tergum is present, on the ventral side, sternum, and on the 2 lateral side, that is known as the pleuron. Remember this one, it is very important for 1 mark answer question. The question can be asked you, write down the name of sclerites. So here dorsal tergum, ventral sternum and 2 lateral, that is known as the pleuron. See that dorsal view and the ventral view, in that it is shown in detail, and the side view which is known as the pleuron. Next thing, that is the body division. This body of the cockroach is divided into the 3 regions, namely head, thorax and abdomen. The head is attached at right angles to the thorax by a thin, narrow, movable neck on the cervix. Now let's see about the head. Head, it is formed by the fusion of 6 segments. It is triangular or ovate in shape. It is highly mobile due to the flexible neck. It bears a pair of long antennae, a pair of compound eyes and mouth parts adapted for chewing and biting of food. In this, the first part is there, that is known as the antennae. This antennae is also called as the feelers. There are filamentous, long, segmented structures that can be moved in all directions. They are locked in membranous bits called as the antennal sockets. They are tactile as well as olfactory organs useful in locating the food material in the vicinity. Next one, fenestrae. Fenestrae are called as ocellular spots. They are situated at the base of each antenna and they appear as white spots. Third part, that is the compound eyes. They are paired, dark, kidney-shaped structure placed on lateral sides of the head and are made up of large number of ommatidia. These are the structural and functional units of compound eye, each forming an image of very small part of visual field. Collectively, compound eye produces a mosaic image. See, in the diagram, in the picture, I have already shown you where are these compound eyes are present. This is the structure of ommatidia. Now, the next thing is there, that is the mouth part. This cockroach has preoral cavity in front of the mouth in which food is reserved. It is bounded by a chewing and biting type of mouth parts. These are movable, segmented appendages which assist in ingestion of food. These mouth parts are divided into the labrum, mandibles, maxillae, labium and hypopharynx. We will see in detail in the next lecture related to the mouth parts.